Hey, what's up guys? Mr. Gamboa back again with another history video for you guys. Today we've got a battle. Are you guys ready? Get your dukes up because we're going to be talking about the Federalist versus the Anti-Federalist. Let's go ahead, dig into the content. Alright, some background information for you guys. It is after the American Revolution. America has officially declared and won its independence from Great Britain. But now the colonists have a new task, a new important job that they need to get through. They need to establish a new government. Okay, so there was a lot of debates on what type of government America should establish. They definitely didn't want to go back and create a monarchy just like what they had in Great Britain. So they wanted to establish a new form of government. Okay, so the colonists officially declare a new form of government with the Articles of Confederation. The Articles of Confederation were a weak piece of paper that pretty much did nothing for the government. Okay, it established a central government, but the central government was really weak. The central government could do nothing. Okay, it couldn't tax its people. It couldn't gain any revenue. It couldn't maintain a long-standing army. And on top of that, the states were running rampant with their own currencies. And so it became apparent to some people that something needed to be done about this weak central government. And so a group of guys called the Federalists come into power. Okay? The Federalists say, you know what? We need to create a new form of government. So let's do away with this Articles of Confederation and let's create this thing called the Constitution. Okay? On the other side, we have the Anti-Federalists. The Anti-Federalists believes, no, we don't need we don't need a constitution. We can keep the Articles of Confederation. We just need to make it stronger. Okay? This constitution may be a little bit scary. The constitution may give a central government more power than it needs. And this, ladies and gentlemen, starts up the main event, the fight that we've been all waiting for. The Federalists versus the Anti-Federalists. Let's get ready to rumble.
Want to ring the bell?
All right. Ding, ding. Come on. Come on.
Our first fighters today are the Anti-Federalists. Now, the Anti-Federalists were people like George Mason, Samuel Adams, and of course Patrick Henry. Okay, these were guys that were the advocates of the common people. These are people that were your basic farmers. Okay, the poor. They believed that a strong central government would in fact hurt the common man, and that a strong central government would in turn only benefit the rich and the wealthy. They advocated for stronger states' rights, and they believed that if a strong central government was established, that individual rights will be infringed upon, that individual rights will be taken advantage of, and the average citizen will live under tyranny again. And they made some pretty impressive arguments in their Anti-Federalist papers. One of them was about a long-standing army for the central government, and they said that the central government would maintain power over the long-standing army, and it wouldn't be an army of the people. Okay, and in fact they advocated also that the common citizen would be hurt by a central government, that the common citizen would be taxed until, they were dead, pretty much. And that is one side, the Anti-Federalists, okay? They're coming out swinging on round one. Now, we're going to get to our next opponent.
Can't even get his gloves up to protect his Down, stay down.
Now our next group of fighters are the Federalists, okay? The Federalists were the rich and wealthy class of the colonies. Now these were guys like Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and of course John Jay. Now, these guys advocated in their Federalist papers, a group of essays, that a strong central government was necessary to run the country, okay? The country was unstable and they needed a strong guide to hold them together, sort of like a glue. Okay, so in it they advocated for a universal currency, one group of money instead of all the states printing out their own money. They also advocated for things like taxes. Okay, the money needs to come from somewhere, right, ladies and gentlemen? And of course they advocated for a standing army. Now the purpose of, again, this strong central Schwarzenegger-like government was to establish strength and stabilization. Okay, they believed that with this constitution there was no need for something called, I don't know, a Bill of Rights. okay? That the Constitution would ensure that every citizen would receive their individual natural rights. But of course, they were wrong. Okay, so how does this all end? Well, they pretty much end in a compromise, okay? The Constitution does get ratified, but along with the Constitution, something called the Bill of Rights is ensured. So it kind of calms down the fears of the Anti-Federalists, okay? The Bill of Rights ensures that every individual citizen is guaranteed certain rights. And the first 10 amendments of the Constitution were your Bill of Rights. And that, ladies and gentlemen, we will be taking a look at in class. All right, that's all for today. And remember, guys, dig into the content. I'll see you guys later on.
Yo, Adrian! Adrian!